transitioning, hard transition, is to Buffalo Bills linebacker Von Miller. That brother right there. Super Bowl champion 2015 with the Denver Broncos. Super Bowl champions a couple of years ago with the Los Angeles Rams. One of the elite pass rushers the game has ever seen. Well, I don't know if you heard the news, but he recently turned himself into authorities on Thursday after he was accused of assaulting a pregnant woman, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. Now, just to get the intel nuggets out of the way, Miller turned himself into the Glen Heights Police Department hours after the warrant was issued, and he immediately posted $5,000 bond and was released. Why am I bringing this subject up? Because recently, over the last few days, I had to address a subject involving Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder of the National Basketball Association. So considering that and juxtaposing that to this story about Josh Giddey compared to Von Miller, I want to take a moment to explain to everyone the difference of why we, meaning people in the media, can discuss this matter and not the drama that is surrounding NBA player Josh Giddey. I showed him there. You saw his face. You see his face right now. He's been accused of messing around with an underage girl. But in his case, ladies and gentlemen, there's an investigation. The NBA isn't talking. He's not talking. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the NBA team he plays for, is not talking. The family nor the girl he's alleged to be involved with are talking. No one knows. So when that report comes out, and there's an investigation and an allegation, that is all you could say. In the case of Von Miller, it's a different animal. Because Von Miller had a warrant out for his arrest. Law enforcement filed papers. Law enforcement forced and compelled him to turn himself in, where he was ultimately able to post bond and depart. And now the National Football League is looking into it because they have something called the Commissioner's Exempt List, where ultimately you can get yanked off the field and not allowed to play. So you see why we would be able to talk about that a bit more extensively than the conjecture that we would have to rely upon if we were talking about Josh Giddey. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I want you to understand there's a difference. And I want the players out there. I want the professional athletes, the former professional athletes like the Des Bryants of the world, to take these notes. We might sit up there and judge what we're seeing. We might sit up there and even have the temerity, the unmitigated gall to tell you what we think you should have done based on your exploits and what you could bring to the table. But you know what we would never do? Go out onto the field and try to show you what the hell you should be doing. Y'all don't understand. That's the equivalent of what y'all doing hopping on social media trying to tell journalists how to be journalists. You can't say everything. Every truth isn't made to be told prematurely. Sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes that's the way it goes. That's all I was trying to say, Des. I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want to come at you the wrong way. Got too much respect and adulation for you. I just want you to know, stepping into this lane where you're trying to tell journalists like Malika Andrews and others how they're supposed to do their jobs, proclaiming that they did it one way for somebody without doing it some way for another, without having all of the information available to you, just ain't wise, my brother. It just ain't wise.